This is Corbin Dolis. He's only 10 days old and he's been consistently doubling within 4 to 6 hours for the last 3 days, so that means he's ready for baking. Today I'm going to walk you through the entire process so you can finally make your own sourdough starter. Anytime I'm referring to cups as the unit of measurement in this video, make sure you fluff the flour, scoop with a spoon, and level it off. One reason starters fail is because it's difficult to start one with just all-purpose flour. Try mixing in whole wheat flour for extra strength. To a clean jar, mix 30 grams each of all-purpose and whole wheat flour with 60 grams of water. If it's really cold in your house, put it near a warm spot and let it sit for 3 days. You'll see it rise and fall, but this is a false rise, and it got all the way up to here at some point, then fell back down on day 3, and it smelled so nasty, but that's totally normal. Just give it a mix once a day, and by day 4, you will start feeding it at a 1 to 2 to 2 ratio, beginning with 20 grams of starter and 40 grams of only all-purpose flour this time, and 40 grams of water. This is the consistency that we're looking for. Repeat this feeding ratio on days 5 and 6 if you see some bubbles like this. If not, just wait until there are bubbles before feeding, and it likely won't rise, but by day 7 it should rise, and you want to make sure you look for this line before discarding and feeding, because feeding before it peaks will weaken it. Continue discarding and feeding at a 1 to 2 to 2 ratio once a day on days 7 through 10, and by now your starter should double in size within 4 to 6 hours consistently. Here's the first loaf I made using this 10-day-old sourdough starter, and it's actually one of the most perfect loaves I have ever made.